I have got nothing to do with the words coming out of this body's mouth and this session. I am not speaking. I do not do anything. I do not teach. You can work from that level. In fact, much better, because there is no more attachment. What is the attachment? The attachment is I forget I am the background and I become the body mind. I get consumed. And then I start pulling my hair. Oh, I am suffering. I am experiencing this. This is happening to me. Why is this happening? Because of Tadatma. I become the body mind. Yeah? When I recognize I am the primordial awareness, then I am not becoming the body mind. I'm constantly recognizing thoughts arise and fall on their own. Similarly, actions are happening by this body mind on their own, because the body is programmed. Yeah? If you have a program of hugging your little kid every 2 hours, notice you are not thinking that I am going to go and hug the kid now. It automatically happens. The body gets up, goes to the kid, hugs the kid, comes back and starts doing its work again. Notice that these things happen automatically. You never think that I am going to do this. The same way, this attending this session, you feel that you turned on Zoom, you came online and you did something, you're sitting and listening. It was not in your hands. It is automatically happening. The body and mind are programmed and they do exactly as the program commands them to do. I, the consciousness, have only one possibility, the possibility of knowing that the action is happening. That's it. That's it. So work from there. Start working from there. But to work from there, first you have to recognize it. So first work on recognizing it. How do you recognize it? Start recognizing, I do not think, I do not feel, I didn't even think of doing this action, and this action happened through the body. The only achievement is recognition that this distance was always there. I was the one assuming that I get consumed by the body mind and I suffer. There is only one recognition. Oh, there is a distance. Oh, I only know that the action is happening through the body. I only know that the thought is arising and setting. I only know that there is this feeling. I only know. Knowing is the only possibility. That is why it is called knowingness. Yes, it is a mental construct. You have held on to an arising thought and said, this is my craving. Now another thought arises which is similar to this thought. Again you're saying, this is my craving. You are going on connecting them and making your own bag of craving. This is an assumption. I, the background, I, the consciousness, cannot speak, cannot act. I cannot even take anything and say it's mine. This is all an assumption. It's a belief. This itself is a belief that I am the body. This itself is a belief that I am the mind. It's a belief. Belief समझते हो? In Hindi मान्यता. मैंने मान लिया है. It is not true. I have assumed it. मैंने मान लिया है. It's a मान्यता. Yeah? It's a belief. How many of your beliefs have broken in life? Yes? Beliefs have no foundation. This is only a belief. After the belief breaks, can you say, oh, something broke? It was nothing. It was just a belief. Yeah? So you won't lose anything. A lot of people have a lot of attachment to their own cravings and aversions, and whatever you say is mine. You don't lose anything. You just recognize, oh, they are all there. Nothing has changed, but they are not mine. I, the background, am not the possessor. I do not possess anything. Nothing is mine. So the mineness drops. In Hindi, merapan, mindness. That drops. That's it. Nothing else happens. You're not going to grow wings. You're not going to have a halo. No white light coming out of you. No magical things will happen. It's very simple, straightforward, boring recognition of I was always this. I was just assuming to be something else. Yes. A zillion times in a day. Your only problem is you are consumed. You're consumed by the witnessed object. You're so consumed that even if these instances of being consumed are just solitary instances, they are so quickly happening that there's a false continuity created. And you feel that, oh, I'm constantly there. No, you're not. A zillion times in the day, you will notice the I drops. There's one more thing. Only when there is something to really experience, to be conscious of, to be aware of, that is the time when the witness consciousness is there. When there's nothing to know, it rests. And you recognize this again and again. Just a little effort. You have to be more interested in yourself than in the outside world. And yourself means self-exploration of the inner world. Yourself doesn't mean making your body beautiful. That is not yourself. This is the wrong yourself. I'm saying one more step beyond. Interest in recognizing who am I really. When that interest becomes 100%, 99% will not do. 100%, it is your only priority in life. Then it comes to you like that. It has to come to you. There is no other option. So stop being so busy in the external world. Most of us have spent half our lives already. And you know how 2020 was. You could have kicked the bucket. Anybody of you. You could have kicked the bucket. This is how you want to go. Without tasting that nectar, you are so close. You're just standing outside the door, I tell you. You're so close. Don't miss this chance. Don't miss it. Be more interested in yourself. Start doing that self-exploration. Your only goal in this lifetime I've given you today already. Reach that goal. Everything else will fall into place. Family, money, work, everything will fall into place. Don't worry about that part. Only self-exploration. Go in. Turiya is the background. The background recognizes what arises on it and falls on it. So we did this background screen. This is Ramana Maharshi's favorite example. Imagine Turiya like this screen. The background is there, always. It has always been there. And how does he explain it? Was the sense of I am there when you were a child? Yes, I was there in childhood. Was the sense of I am there in your teenage? You'd say, yes, I was there. So now when you're an adult, is the sense of I am there? When you become a senior, is the sense of I am there? Yes, it's there. So it's the background screen. Means it knew childhood, it knew teenage, it knew middle age, it knew senior age. So it knows everything. It is constantly there. Along with the thought or the feeling, the witness arises and it collapses. Moment to moment, it arises, it collapses. Arises, it collapses. You cannot see it if you are not very deep into your self-exploration and into your own self in the beginning, but you can get to that point, where the mind slows down. Some of us cannot do it with open eyes. Some of us have learned it in the Buddha retreats. So when we do a 10-day retreat, the mind slows down to such a level because of no contact with the world that you can actually see thoughts arising slowly and falling, sensations arising slowly and falling. And some of us become so sharp that we first see the witness consciousness arise, then the perception arises. And it is noticed that the perception drops, the witness drops. Yes, this can be, it's very, very easy to see this. The only thing you need to have is more interest here and less interest here. So when you have more interest here, you start recognizing that the turiya arises and falls, arises and falls, arises and falls with every object that it witnesses. Turiyatita is a recognition that this arising and falling is actually connected. It's one. The wave and the ocean are not two separate things. They are the water. That is the recognition that happens at this stage, and it is called Turiyatita. Now you've gone beyond calling it separate states. Now you recognize the oneness. And we always say in Jnana Sangha, the ultimate goal is recognition of oneness. You're already one. You don't have to become one. It's just recognizing it. So in this Turiya, the thoughts are all like floating images. They're just floating around. Beyond a point, you cannot sit and analyze the thought. For example, this dream character, beyond a point, can he even know that this is the dreamer's dream? Can he recognize that it is the dreamer's dream? He can just have this sense of it is a dream. It's not real. But that's where it stops. Do you understand this? Yes? So you will only come to a point where you recognize the distance, which I tell you, like I am not speaking to you. I am just knowing that this body-mind is speaking. I recognize the distance. But then to analyze, oh, this thought is mine or that is hers. Again, how did this come? Why is this, like that? It's pointless because it is all a belief. It is all a dream. So the analysis of the dream is like analyzing garbage. It is pointless. Just wake up from the dream. Entire dream collapses. The only difference is here, the collapse does not happen completely while you're still living in the body. The assumption collapses. It happens in two stages. The first stage is the assumption of it being real collapses. That is called Jivan Mukti. And then when you die, when this body dies, the complete dream collapses. That is called Deha Mukti. So it happens in two stages. First Jivan Mukti and then Deha Mukti. So Jivan Mukti means liberated while living. While living, you become free of this misery of this dream. First you thought really the tiger is running behind me and I'm going to die. Now you realize, oh, it's a dream. So even if there are tigers prowling around, it doesn't matter to you. It's a dream. Now you just play. Now you play with the dream. Yeah? In fact, you start living life much more than before. Yeah? Because it's happier. It's detached happiness.